Hey everyone. So I've decided to start a new series called Monthly Recaps where I show my monthly memory keeper and kind of go over highlights like media I've consumed or am consuming, life highlights, interesting purchases I made that month, updates to my gadgets and devices, etc. So this one is for July. It's a little late, but I was behind in my memory keeper. So, on the first, the Enola Holmes 3 movie came out. Our family, especially the girls, love these movies, so we were super excited to see this. And I just love Millie Bobby Brown. She is just so charming and such a scene stealer ever since Stranger Things. So, after the first movie, the girls were interested in reading the books they were based on, so I got them the first one to read on their Kindles. And I ended up reading it too because I was interested. And whoa, completely different from the movies, both in story and tone. It's written like 1800s style, like Sherlock Holmes and Charles Dickens style. Was not expecting that. And this is marketed towards kids aged 9 to 13, which is a little crazy. Anyway, the movies are way better than the books. I would say they are loosely inspired by the books rather than based on the books. We enjoyed the third movie just like the others. I hope there's a fourth one. Plus, I love me some Henry Cavill. Saw the optometrist the following day. You know you're getting old when you need reading glasses. I was trying to give my daughter Tylenol and was looking at the bottle and could not see a dang thing. That font is so tiny. I was like, girl, you need to tell me you're dosing. Mama can't read this. So, yeah, I had to get me some reading glasses. On the 5th was laundry day. Hold on, there's a story to this. The day before, me and the girls went to our friend's house to watch the July 4th fireworks at their local park. We all brought our Kodak Tarmera cameras to take pictures. Me and my one daughter use a lanyard to carry ours around. My other daughter uses the keychain it comes with and attaches it to her jean shorts. See where I'm going with this? They were at their grandparents' the next day, and I was just going through their devices and making sure they were charged. And I was like, where's her camera? And then I was like, no. And I ran to the laundry room, and it was too late. I stuck it in a bag of rice immediately. My husband came home and did some research, and apparently, sticking it in rice is not a good idea since rice can get stuck inside the device. So he pulled it apart and we air dried it. The next day it would turn on, but the screen was so messed up. So we had to get her another one. Lesson here, lanyard better than keychain. On the 9th, I had my Spravato treatment. I go every 2 weeks. Did you know that esketamine can be used to treat depression? Most people don't. I've been on so many antidepressants. Well, my options are actually limited since I'm bipolar. I can't do SSRI since those trigger manic episodes. But anyway, they all either didn't work or had horrible side effects. Esketamine is used for treatment resistant depression in adults or in conjunction with an oral antidepressant. It took years of trial and error with my psychiatrist, but we finally found a winning combination of meds that includes esketamine. And this has been a wonder drug for me. You have to find a medical center that will provide it. You can either take it as a nasal spray or via IV. Spravato is the nasal spray version. Anyway, you go take the drug and you stay there for 2 hours because they have to monitor you and your blood pressure. Someone has to drive you to and from there since it's a Schedule 3 controlled substance, basically, and you're not allowed to drive after taking it. Anyway, you basically trip for 2 hours, then go home. I watch movies while on it. I tend to pick sci fi, horror, or action movies, and I get totally immersed in the movie and feel like I'm in it or it's real life. Honestly, it's kind of fun. Well, anyway, on the 9th, I picked 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, which is a horror movie sequel to 28 Years Later, which is also a horror movie sequel. I think The Bone Temple is way better than 28 Years Later. Plus, you get more Ray Fiennes, which is awesome. On the 10th, my husband finished the first book of the Stormlight Archives. If you watched my Kobo Libra color review video, you know that I've read it all and took copious amounts of notes. So we talked about it while he was reading it, and I used my notes, which were really handy because I don't remember anything. That's why I wanted to take all those notes. Are there any Brandon Sanderson fans out there? Anyone else attempting to read this massive saga? I really love the characters and the story. But Sanderson owes us another 5 books, which will unfortunately probably take another decade at this point. At least he writes regularly, unlike George R. R. Martin, who I think has just given up. There is no way another Game of Thrones book is coming out. But Sanderson just has so much going on right now. He's got another Mistborn book series. He's writing the Mistborn movies. He's got the Stormlight Archives TV series. I mean, it's going to end up like Game of Thrones, where the show surpasses the books. God, I hope that doesn't happen. On the 12th, I finished reading all of the Spy Family volumes on my Kindle. It's a manga series about a fake family. The dad is a spy, the mom is an assassin, the daughter can read minds, so she knows about her fake mom and dad, and the dog can see the future. It's silly, but I love it. Does anyone read or watch this? I feel like I've met more people who've watched the show versus read the series. I haven't watched it yet. I think it's on Hulu, which we canceled recently, so I guess I won't be able to watch it, but maybe one day. The week of the 13th, I detail in my digital journaling memory keeper video, so I'll skip this week. It was mostly Heartstopper related. On the 21st, I left my Supernote Nomad along with my Supernote Lamy pen on the couch just for a few minutes to check on the laundry, and my puppy Darcy got to my pen. I found him chewing the tip of it in his bed like one of his toys. I had an absolute meltdown. My Supernote Nomad is my most prized possession, and that is one expensive pen. It mostly still writes okay, but every now and then it skips. So dang you, Darcy, and your need to chew everything. On the 23rd was ketamine treatment day, and I picked the long walk for my movie. For those that are not familiar, this is based on a Stephen King novel. And if you've read any Stephen King novel or watched any Stephen King movie, you know they are dark AF. Holy moly, was this dark! But the main character, played by David Johnson, who was in the Alien movie Romulus, is amazing. I love him. He just got cast as the new Black Panther, which I'm pretty excited about. He deserves it. He is just so good. This week, we were also watching the X-Men movies with the girls since we watched all the Marvel movies with them, and it was time for the X-Men. I am so glad they're bringing them back. And Kit Connor from Heartstopper is going to be Cyclops, which me and the girls are super excited about. We just love him. And then the 31st was a really good day. We took off work to go take the girls to see Spider Man A Brand New Day on opening day at 9 a.m. with an almost empty theater. And Ari released a new album. So me and the girls had a listening party. Love the new album. Wish I could take the girls to see her live. Okay, now on to Amazon purchases for the month. So the first item I purchased in July is this Smithy 8-ounce water bottle that fits perfectly in my Tom Talk bag, which I featured in my What's in My Bag video. I love it because not only does it have Smithy on it, but it matches my bag. There is a touch screen on the top that tells the internal temperature, but it's finicky. Haven't quite figured out the magic way to get it to show. Okay, there it is. It's in Celsius. I've learned that my fridge water is between 17 and 19 degrees Celsius, so I know what to look for now. But anyway, if you're looking for a cute, small, vacuum insulated water bottle to fit in your purse, I recommend this. It comes in 3 different colors: brown, pink, and green. The next is some more Viter Energy Mints. I also featured this in my What's in My Bag video. So I mentioned that I've been using this for years. I had a huge stockpile of the previous version, which is the wintergreen flavor. I saw recently that they now have additional flavors, so I decided to get the variety pack to try them all to see if I like any of the other ones. I am currently trying the spearmint one, and I really like it. The other flavors are they still have the wintergreen, they have cinnamon, peppermint, and chocolate mint. The one I'm iffy about is the chocolate mint one. I'm not generally a fan of mint chocolate chip ice cream flavors, so we'll see how that one tastes. Next is my Tom Talk Electronics Organizer travel case, which I featured in my Everyday Essentials video. So it matches my Tom Talk purse perfectly and keeps all my everyday essentials organized. I recently did a short on some of the changes I made to my purse and pouch, but can go over them really quickly here too. So I now keep a lilac purple hair clip on the sling of the bag that I got from Target. In the front pocket, I now have hand and body lotion, and then also keep travel deodorant as well. And then I got this really cute, adorable Miffy duffel bag pouch from Miniso this past weekend. And inside I keep body mist by VQ. I don't know if you can see the VQ. Yeah, there it is. VQ, I got on clearance at Target. It's a summer beachy smell, which is nice. And then I also keep my portable fan in here, which I had to take out of my essentials pouch because I had to make room for other stuff. So in the organizer case, I now have nasal allergy spray. This is just the Target generic version. I've been having allergies in the morning for some reason. I have no idea why. Then this Magic Molecule antimicrobial skin spray that I got from Target. Here's the fine print if you want to pause and read that. It basically keeps scrapes and cuts clean if we're out and about. And then this nasal spray that I found on Amazon called Profi. So it's supposed to help block airborne germs for up to 8 hours. And it was formulated in the labs at Harvard Medical School. So I figured it was worth a try anytime I know we're going to be around a lot of people. I also got a Tide pen in addition to the shout wipes that I keep in there. And then lastly in here is another item I featured in my Everyday Essentials video, but I didn't really get to properly showcase it. So this is a mini keychain multi-tool, of course, in lilac. It weighs only 35 grams and can be attached to your keychain or stored in your purse. It comes in a leather storage pouch. So it has tweezers. It has a Phillips head screwdriver with a file on it. It also has a flathead screwdriver with a bottle opener on the bottom. And then in the middle, right here, is the eyeglasses screwdriver. And if you open it, it turns into scissors with a serrated blade on it. So should come in handy. And it fits perfectly in my pouch. Next is my Jelly Gel, which I guess is a Nido alternative. Still don't get the Nido fad. I mean, I love me a good squishy fidget toy, but for one brand to be constantly selling out is just crazy. Anyway, this one is a Kuromi character one, and it is incredibly satisfying to squish. Probably the best squishy toy I've ever owned. I featured it in my Everyday Essentials video and said my girls kept stealing it, so I got them the cinema roll ones. My puppy also got to this and chewed it, but thankfully didn't break the skin, so it would leak. But there is a bite mark on it. I just got to be hyper vigilant about him. He chews everything. Next is a pet scale, which I highly recommend if you get a puppy because flea, tick, heartworm meds are based on weight. And once they get their full vaccinations, you won't see the vet for a year. So you'll need to weigh them to see what version of the meds they need. The one we got weighs up to 88 pounds. And we have a Havanese puppy, which is a small to medium sized dog. So this is perfect. Only thing is trying to get them still enough to get an accurate reading. I recommend lots of treats. And lastly is an item that was on sale that my husband found. It is a deluxe pocket box set of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. It's really beautiful. Let me take out The Hobbit. I would definitely need my reading glasses to read these. Holy cow, it's tiny, but they are incredibly beautiful. So this is normally $75, but it is currently selling for $25 if you're interested. So yeah, really pretty. So that is it for my Amazon purchases and the end of my monthly recap for July. Hope you enjoy the video and thanks for watching.